Do you want to know the number one tip to try to stay out of a physical therapist's office? This was a really interesting conversation that we had recently when we went on a trip with our friends out to Napa Valley. We were sitting out having a glass of wine with a local winemaker out there with 4 or 5 other doctors. And he said that he always likes to learn something from every group that he does a wine tasting with. So we started asking the doctors around the group, what should he be doing to try to stay out of their offices? And so he asked Lauren and I our opinion on what's the best thing that he should be doing to try to stay out of the physical therapy office. And after thinking about this for a little while, we both came up with a very similar answer. And it was essentially to never stop moving and to let yourself fall back. The number one thing that we see in our office is some type of overuse injury. And when we think about overuse injury, it could either be just doing too much without any rest, without proper recovery, and then sustaining an injury. But more often what we see is people doing too much after doing not enough for too long. We see people that'll take long breaks after a season. They'll get into the winter after the nice summer and they'll just stop running and exercising. And then once they go back, they try to ramp up too quickly. And this is true in both our recreational populations and our competitive athletes, where we'll have kids that just stop throwing for 4 to 6 weeks after baseball season, which is potentially totally fine, but then they will ramp up way too quickly and sustain some type of overuse arm injury during that build-up period. And this is also true throughout your lifetime, whether it be as an athlete or just a recreationally active adult. Things change as you start aging and as you get later into your sport or recreational activity career. And if you are not doing your part to maintain your strength, to maintain your power, to maintain your physical endurance and conditioning, as you continue to do your sports and activities, whether that be play college athletics, play professional sports, or just go play pickup basketball on the weekends, go be a golfer, try to run a 5 or a 10K, you will start to lose the athleticism that you build over time, and your body will not be prepared to handle the forces and the stress that goes through those activities. And so Lauren and I both agreed, kind of the key, in our opinion, to try to give yourself the best chance to stay out of a physical therapist's office is to maintain your activity levels year-round, potentially fluctuating between training for a race or training for an in-season of your sporting event with a true off-season that's a little bit of a downtime, but not doing nothing and trying to never stop moving, never stop working out, never stop maintaining your conditioning, and try to do that throughout your entire life. That's going to lead you much more prepared and much less likely to undergo or sustain some type of overuse injury that would have otherwise been preventable. So hopefully this is helpful and strikes a chord with some of you guys. It was a really profound conversation, very interesting to listen to all of these doctors of different specialties, whether it be orthopedic surgeons, dermatologists, urologists, anesthesiologists, talk about what they would do to stay out of their office, and fun to give our input and really think through what's the best piece of advice that we can give you to stay out of our office. So hope it's helpful.